God bless it. You know those outbreak TV shows or movies where there's an outbreak and something happens and they're setting up for the sequel or the next episode and they've got it contained, they're winning, they've got everybody that they believe is infected contained, but yet that one person slips by, that one person gets out, and that begins the start of the sequel. Well, it's carelessness like that and like this that I'm getting ready to explain that just kind of like does not help the situation. In Birmingham, an individual, I'm not going to say his name because he hasn't been, confirmed as being infected, so I don't believe it's fair to say his name. He went to Wuhan. He came home to Birmingham. He went to go see his general practitioner. He had a fever. His general practitioner turned him away, told him to go home. Then later on, an ambulance was sent to take him to a Birmingham hospital and isolate him. But the paramedics that took him were spotted without any protective clothing. So people were like, well, what the hell? And rightly so. I mean, here you see everything fits. He came back from Wuhan. He's got a fever. He goes to his general practitioner. For some reason is sent home. And then an ambulance comes to isolate him, yet the people who handle other sick people and who are front runners and come in contact with a lot of people, the ambulance personnel, are not wearing protective gear. That sounds a bit careless to me. This is the moment a suspected British coronavirus patient who had returned from Wuhan was loaded into an ambulance by hazmat-clad paramedic. I believe the video, I did want to show you the video on that one. Here it is. So this is the video. I'll go ahead and do this here. See, look. So there's the guy. There's the people in hazmats. So you got the individual all covered, hazmats, but yet the ambulance driver, no protective gear. Everybody's protected but him. So yeah, no, that doesn't look very good. That doesn't look kosher. This man is feared to have contracted the potential deadly virus during a recent holiday to the Chinese city at the heart of the outbreak, and is currently in isolation at Birmingham Hospital. The sales worker returned from Wuhan on New Year's Eve and quickly developed flu-like symptoms before coming too unwell to leave his bed. But he revealed today that when he visited his general practitioner on Monday, he was told to go home, despite fears the highly contagious virus is poised to claim its first British victim. Wow. So I wonder why his practitioner sent him home. There's two things. Either his practitioner didn't know, or his practitioner was too scared. And I would think his practitioner would be too scared. His practitioner was probably like, look, I don't want to get it. I don't want to get it back to my family. Go home. Go home. That's honestly kind of what I would think more or less happened. But that's just my opinion. You're entitled to yours, and you're entitled to tell me your opinion as well. The advice given by his doctor contradicted health bosses' warnings that suspected coronavirus patients must be locked in a room alone straight away. So yeah, so even more now that says I would say his general practitioner was scared and didn't want to handle it and didn't want to face possibly infecting himself or the people around him. Guidance issued to GPs by Public Health England last week ordered them to put patients in a separate room, close the door, and don't let them touch anything or anyone. At 4:20 p.m. on Monday, an ambulance carrying medics in hazmat suits was sent to this person's address in Harborne, Birmingham. He was rushed to the Queen Elizabeth Hospital to have blood tests, where he remains in isolation, waiting results. Which is why I'm not saying his name. Nothing's been shown or anything, so I don't think it's fair to bring attention upon him. Just the situation alone. And obviously, officials and individuals who are responsible. Yes, bring light to that. Video captured by neighbors showed one medic wearing a white hazmat suit, blue apron, gloves, and a mask with a visor escorting him to the ambulance. But two West Midlands ambulance service crew could be seen without any protective clothing or masks, sparking fears British authorities are failing to take the threat of spreading the killer disease seriously. Yeah, it doesn't appear very serious when you see, I mean, that would be like someone coming up with you with a tiger and they're wearing a chainmail suit and they're just decked out just in case and they're going in the cage with the tiger and they say, hey, come on. And you say, well, where's my suit? And they say, no, you don't need one. Come on. Would you feel very secure? He's protected for a reason. Does this tiger have a history of going off on people? Why is he so darn protected? Well, the hazmat guy is definitely protected. They got the individual that they're taking to the hospital for isolation. His hands have orange gloves on him. He's wearing a mask. He's covered as much as they could cover him. But yet the ambulance guy has no gloves, no mask, no nothing. So that is a concern. That does kind of relay the visual appearance that they are not taking it very seriously. And it just absolutely reminds me of every single outbreak movie or TV show, when they're getting it and they've got it contained, but yet, nope, that one thing slips by them. Well, what if this could be that one thing? I hope it isn't. I hope the guy comes back testing just that he has a regular flu or something to that effect. But in reality, I don't know. The pieces fit. The symptoms fit. It looks bad. So let's see what happens. I believe they should find the ambulance personnel and isolate them as well. But give me your opinion. Are you in England? Have you seen this? What's going on over there? What are your fears, your thoughts, your opinions? Anybody, anywhere, anytime, anyplace, anywhere in the world. You're more than welcome to comment. This is a free zone. You're not going to get made fun of for bad comments. Although you might get bad comments commented on with comments of saying, hey, this is a bad opinion, here's why. But anyway, I'll see you guys on the next one.